So let's talk about the 10 tools that you're going to need for success with CPA. And let's talk about a breakdown of what you're going to need in terms of software applications and just the basic tools they're going to need in order to run a CPA business successfully. So I've broken it down into 10 things that I use pretty much on a day-to-day basis. Some of these tools I might use every other few days. But you're going to need to use these 10 tools typically if you want to run some high volume campaigns. Some are necessary, some are not necessary. You can get a lot of this outsourced and have other people use these tools for you, but you're going to need to use some of these tools in some type of capacity. So first things first is going to need a domain name. And the domain name, for those of you who don't know, is basically the URL that you see in the top of your search bar that basically gives reference to a specific website. So google.com or facebook.com or apple.com, the word or the phrase that's in the URL bar, that's the domain name. So typically what I need to do is when I want to launch a product, I get a domain name that is to do with the niche of that product. Okay, or if I want to go into a niche, then I'll go to buy a domain name to upload my landing pages that's similar to the niche of that specific product. So for example, if I have a dating product, then I might have findyourperfectmatch.com, okay? Or if I'm going to a weight loss product, then it might be consumer weight products, okay? So I just basically get a domain name that's similar to the niche that I'm gonna go into. And I go to a place like GoDaddy for that. And with CPA, you can have an unlimited amount of domains, so you don't have to just specifically get one specific domain name. When it comes to hosting, I use VPS hosting, and hosting is essentially allowing your website to actually stay live on the internet and have a place where your landing pages are uploaded and actually stays live on the internet. So once you type in findyourperfectmatch.com / whatever your landing page is, you actually can see it on the World Wide Web. So VPS hosting specifically is a faster type of hosting. It's called a virtual private server. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to have better load times, less downtime. And especially once you're doing mobile, it's going to be very, very crucial. Because as I've explained in other videos, if you are running a mobile campaign, but your website loads slowly, which you can find typically with shared hosting on like HostGator or some of these other hosting companies. If you have slow hosting, what's going to happen is your landing page is going to load up very, very slowly, and you're not going to be able to actually sell to the user or pre-sell to the user with a specific message that you want to basically give them for them to complete your offer. So you have to understand that people on mobile especially, they're very, very ADD, even on tablets as well, they're very, very ADD, and I mean there's so much distraction, so your landing pages have to load up in like milliseconds. So I use a company called Beyond Hosting. Beyond Hosting. For my VPS hosting, they have amazing support. Anytime you have a technical question, even if it isn't related to hosting, they'll answer it. They've got people that will do stuff for you. So it's kind of like having like a group of outsourcers for pretty much any kind of technical question, like on demand. So I love them. Like they're one of the best customer support like teams I've ever experienced, and I've been using them for a while, and I haven't had too many problems with them. So when it comes to Tracker, so once you've got your domain name, once you've got your hosting, you can now need to be able to use a tracker to be able to track the performance for all your campaigns. And this by far is going to be one of your best investments, because if you don't track, you don't know. And you need to know the exact segments of traffic that's working for you, the exact segments of traffic that's not working for you, so you can scale up the ones that are working for you and then scale down on the ones that is not working for you. So the tracker that I personally use is a tracker called Test Easily. You can find it on testeasily.com. And the reason I love this tracker specifically is because of the fact that unlike most trackers, it comes in with more advanced features. For example, it provides heat mapping capabilities where I can see visually where people click and have the highest concentration of clicks on my website. I can see specifically multivariate test results, A/B test results, whereas other trackers have to get an add-on, right, to be able to track multivariate tests or A/B tests and whatnot. So I mean multivariate tests, not A/B tests. And I can track funnels and stuff like that very, very easily. with Test Easily. No pun intended. So I love Test Easily, and that's a tracker that I personally use, but you definitely need to have a tracking device to be able to track every single one of your statistics, every single one of your campaigns, and it's going to be crucial. There's no way getting around that. And Test Easily as well is relatively inexpensive as well, and it has a free trial, I believe. It might not have a free trial at the beginning, at the time of you seeing this video, but at this specific time, it has a free trial, unlike most other trackers as well. So landing page editor as well is something that you're going to need, and the landing page HTML editor is something that's going to allow you to edit the code of a landing page, so you can essentially swap out the links if you were to download it from a competitor and put your own links in. Now if you're not technical, all of this stuff, right, you can always get all of this stuff outsourced, and I go to a website called Upwork.com to get all of this stuff out